Hey guys, it's Ashley with Pugs and Pearls, and tonight we are going to be doing another Get Ready With Me video. I'm super excited about this because we are going to be doing a fun look from this Mercury Retrograde HUDA Beauty. It is a new product to me. I've already done one look. I didn't record it, and it was a really cool purple look. We're going to go in for another color look tonight. And then for foundation, we're going to be using my Tarte. This is a clay stick. I've actually been loving this for quite some time. I haven't pulled it out lately, but it was like a go-to for last year for quick foundation. So we're going to go ahead and get started tonight. Alrighty guys, so one thing I'm going to do is take some of these Sephora hair clips and just put my hair back. I've been wanting to test these out ever since I got these from my Sephora VIB sale. They're super cute. They're really like nice, just like flat little clips. And they're supposed to just not put any like kinks in your hair. And I want to just kind of see, oh, these are actually really nice. They really do get the hair out of your way. So that's what I was kind of hoping as I apply makeup tonight. I definitely want to get as much hair out of my face as possible so that we can proceed. Alrighty guys, we're going to start off with the Smashbox Primer Water. This is in the scent Coconut Chill. It's just very refreshing. I always start off my makeup with that particular primer. I just really like it. Next, I'm going to go in with the Benefit Professional. This is a really favorite primer of mine, especially if you need very like pore filling primers. This is one of the best ones. It does have a little slight scent to it, but I really like it, and I think it does a really good job. I just kind of dot it on and then massage it into my skin. And mostly my bigger pores are like right here in my nose and right on my tops of my cheeks. But I always end up needing like a little bit more. I'm actually almost out of this tube, and I always have a backup because it is probably one of the products, or one of my beauty products, that I probably run out of more than any other product. That one and probably my Benefit Brow. Maybe Benefit just doesn't put a lot of stuff in their products. Maybe that's why we repurchase it so much. I don't know, but I do love their products. I think they're great when it comes to brows, and that particular primer is awesome. Next up for concealer, we're going to go in with the Shape Tape. I am in the shade Light. This is one of my favorite concealers. Again, this one is just a very thick concealer. I normally will put it underneath my eyes and then on any blemishes or red spots on my face. And sometimes on my chin as well, just to cover up and give me a little bit more coverage. Next up guys, we are going in with an eye primer. This is MAC's Paint Pot in Painterly. This is again one of my best eyeshadow primers of all time. It's nice and has just like a putty consistency. It's really going to again cover any discoloration. And really, most importantly, it's going to prep your eye for shadow. It really does help make your shadows stay on a lot longer than they traditionally would. And I feel like this is like a game changer product that I used to never use. But if you need eyeshadows to last you all day, or maybe you're working with shadows that aren't the best shadows, this at least gives them kind of like a gripping product so that you can at least keep them on there a little bit longer than traditional, but definitely wears all day really well for me. Next up guys, I'm going in with the Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Lip Kiss. This is just a really nice lip balm to prep my lips for any type of lipstick. I like to use a lot of liquid matte lipsticks, and that tends to be drying on the lips, so this helps just put some moisture back in before we put on that lipstick. Alrighty guys, we are going to go in with the Tarte Clay Stick. This is foundation. It's just a stick foundation format. I'm in the shade Light Beige, and this is a well-loved product. As you can see, like I don't really have that much more left in this little bullet. I have probably been through at least 2 or 3 full sizes of this product, and I just draw it on my face. And it honestly is very creamy, and I still feel like it gives a really good amount of coverage. My favorite kind of reason why I use this foundation is really for quick makeup application. Like let's say you're running late to work, you really don't have a lot of time to throw something together, you don't have time to blend it out with a beauty blender. This stuff blends out because it's super creamy, but again, it still leaves you with some type of coverage, and it's really quick to apply. Like you literally can just whip this on move it around your face, and I feel like it just does a great job of giving you more coverage than a typical clay stick or stick foundation does, very, very easily. And again, it's a little bit more creamy, even though it does set down to a matte. It goes on very creamy and it blends out super smoothly. So that's one of my favorite things about this particular product. Alright guys, for setting powder, I am going in with the Kat Von D. This is their Lock-It powder. It's just a translucent powder, and I just put a little bit into a cap and I just kind of swirl it around. This is a sample size that I got, and it's reminds me a lot actually of the one that I love from Too Faced. Or sorry, the one that I love from Laura Mercier. I love their translucent setting powder. And honestly, I find this one to be very, very similar to that. Very easy to use. It just sets your foundation very easily. Again, there's no real pigment. It's translucent. It doesn't leave it white or anything like that, but it does provide a really nice, like, I feel like the finish that it leaves is really delicate, really soft, like a soft matte. So I do think it works really, really nice. I'm just going to finish putting that all over my face. Make sure I set all of that foundation because it does need a powder. Otherwise it will, like when you touch it, it could move around. So I do set it every time. Alrighty guys, for bronzer, I'm going to take my Laura Geller. This is the Baked In Bronze in medium. I actually really, really like this bronzer. I feel like it's kind of underrated, but it's just got a nice texture to it. I feel like this thing has lasted forever. I feel like baked products, like, I don't know, they just have a longevity to them for some reason. But it's just a nice warm bronzer. Gives me a little bit of color. I'm feeling like super, super pale with this foundation on. You guys, I did actually make it to the beach this past weekend for the first time. It was like the first time we've been outside, like outside of my, area. Been quarantining for a while, and it was so nice to just get on the beach and actually, we didn't go to a crowded part. We just walked. We didn't even stay in one location, but it was really nice to get some sun, and now I feel like I'm looking super pale. Alrighty guys, for blush, I am going to take my Becca Flower Child. This is just a nice, like, really pretty pink blush. It gives you just like a pop of color. I use this like so much. I know you're probably tired of me talking about it, but I really like this split, how it has the Champagne Pop highlighter in addition to the blush on here. I feel like it's just really convenient, and I'm sad that they don't really make it this way anymore, or at least I can't find it. But you can buy these shades individually. And I will link everything that I'm talking about down below in case you guys want to check any of this stuff out. But this has just been like a go-to blush and highlight. Alright guys, I'm going to quickly do my brows, and I am in love with my Goof Proof Brow Pencil from Benefit. You guys know, like, I rave about this thing all the time. And again, it's just a twist up. It has a really cool, like, diamond shaped. I'm in the shade 3, and it just helps me, again, like, put any spots where my brows might be a little sparse. It helps me just kind of fill it in. It's not too harsh though. I feel like if you like really natural brows, this is like one of those easy products to use. Like, I'm all about like the theme. I feel like a lot of the products that I use are what's easy and what can like the average person figure out and still make their makeup look really, really good without having to spend a whole lot of time, because none of us have that much time, it feels like. Although maybe these days we have a lot more time than we anticipate. But normally, when things were going well back in the old days, I never had time. Like, I was always running from one event to the next, or trying to get to work, or trying to get to a work event, traveling. We have really, really slowed down. So it's such a different world we live in, and it is so weird, guys, because a lot of the events that like I typically would be working on, like, we're not even going to be like doing anything in person this year, which is so, so sad. And sorry, I just did the Give Me Brow from Benefit, and this one just happens to be in the shade 4. This is just a filler that, again, gives you a little bit more, gives you some gel and hold, and gives you just a slightly bit more color as well. Technically I'm a 3. I don't know why I got 4, but I can kind of go in between a 3 and 4 because I'm kind of like, a mid-toned brunette. Alrighty guys, are we ready for this palette? Am I ready for this look? I don't know, but we are going to give it our best shot. As you guys know, I don't do a ton of color on my channel. I mostly do a lot of nude natural makeup because Normally I go to an office every day and that's what I can wear. But I did purchase this gorgeous Huda Beauty palette on the last VIB sale in the spring, and I just fell in love with it. I didn't even know it existed. I really want to play with it. I want to get creative, maybe do some blues and greens over here tonight. So the first thing I'm going to do is take this brown, really light matte in the shade Crash. And we're just going to use this as a transition shade to start. Tap off a little bit of excess and just pop that into the crease. And I've only worn this palette one time. I wish I would have filmed it because I made such a pretty purple look, but I wasn't sure how it was going to turn out, so like I didn't film it. Regret, because it turned out super cute. And I'm just trying to challenge myself more when it comes to like eyeshadows and doing different colors. And the pigments on these guys, they build up so nicely. Like, I mean, this is an expensive palette, but I do feel like the quality is really, really there. Alright guys, next up I'm going to go in with this matte shade called Karma. This is a little bit more of a warmer brown. And again, I'm just going to try to build up that crease to give us some definition and color there. Just to kind of intensify that light matte that we just put on there. This one's got a little bit more of like a rosy mauve undertone to it. So I'm just taking a slightly denser fluffy brush to build that up. Alrighty guys, are we ready for the color? Okay, we're gonna go in with this green shade. This is a matte mint green called Haze on this top corner. I'm just going to take a really small shader brush and just pack that shadow on because I really want that to be prominent all over my lid. Oh buddy, here we go. Look how beautiful that is. And it's definitely like it's a grain that immediately shows up, which is so cool. Really, really cool. So we're just gonna pack our lids with that first. Alrighty guys, so what I'm gonna do is just to intensify that a little bit more, I'm just gonna go directly in with my finger into that shade, and I'm just going to touch up on my eyelid. It just gives you, you know, again, sometimes more intensity, and I really want that to be like a super minty green. So we've gone in with about 2 layers now to kind of just build it up. Alrighty guys, next we're going to go in with this kind of purple matte called Vortex. I kind of just want to take this on the outside of the corner of the eye and just kind of like build up a little bit more of like a smoky effect. Again, we're experimenting tonight. I don't really know how this is going to go, but I just kind of want to give it some depth. Next guys, we're going to go into this pretty gold shade that has some glitter in it. It's called Gold Glitch. And I'm just going to take my finger and I'm just going to pop that right on the center of my eye. So guys, that really didn't do it for me. We are going to go in with a flat shader brush and also some Fix Plus by MAC. And I'm going to dip into that gold shade to see if we can't get some more product buildup. And again, put that on. There we go. It's a little bit better. Put that on the center of our eyelid. Alrighty guys, next up I'm going to go in with this like peach matte shade called Utopia. I'm going to just take a fluffy brush and I just kind of want to put that in the crease to give it a little bit more of a bright crease color. So we're going to brighten that up, give a little peachy shade. Definitely looking a little bit better. Again, I do not play with colors often, so we are just experimenting tonight, and if it doesn't turn out okay, that's alright, because this is just for fun anyway. As you know, I'm not going anywhere. It's late at night, and we're just playing with makeup. Alright guys, we're going to go in with Momentum, this kind of light matte white here, or it's really off-white. It's kind of like a almost a little bit tanned white, and we're just going to put that in the brow bone to give it a pop of color, just to help the look pop a little bit more. I think that really just kind of like sets it off. And that glitter did transfer a little bit down here, so obviously like I wouldn't be using that glitter on an everyday basis by any means, Alrighty guys, next up we're taking the Sex Kitten liner from Tarte. This is a felt tip eyeliner and I am just going to do that on the lash line. Give myself a nice little black line there. Next we're going in with the Too Faced. This is the Better Than Sex mascara. For lower line mascara, we're going to take the Mega Length from Wet n Wild. This is one of my favorite lower lash line mascaras because it just gets right up in there. It's got a skinny little wand. And it just helps you pull those down and give you a little bit of length. Alrighty guys, next we just have to finish off the lips, and I am going with this Kat Von D shade. This is a little mini and it's called Hawkwind. I don't think I've ever used it, but it looks like a dark kind of browny mauve shade, so let's see how it goes. It is a liquid matte. Alrighty guys, this is the finished look, and I have to say it's definitely out of my comfort zone. I do not like how the eyeshadow turned out, but you know what? I think part of it is because I'm not used to seeing myself in so much color. Also, I did not anticipate this to be such a brown lipstick, but I love it. I just don't think I love it with this look. So love this Hawkwind shade from Kat Von D. I did really like these clips. I thought they were super easy and they're really tiny, but they hold really well without crunching your hair. And guys, I am still a fan of this eyeshadow palette, and I intend to do some more Get Ready With Me looks just because there's so many possibilities. And again, I'm new playing with color, so I need to give myself some time to like practice and also get comfortable with just seeing more vivid colors and glitters on my eyes. But I did enjoy doing it for you guys tonight, even though I'm not really happy with how my eyeshadow look came out. The other thing I just want to mention as a follow-up is really do recommend this foundation if you guys are looking for a clay stick foundation. It's got really great coverage, and I think it does a great job of being creamy enough to blend out. It's not harsh. It goes on super quick. It's like lazy girl makeup. If you want something super fast and easy, use this foundation. So guys, that's it for the Get Ready With Me tonight. I hope you enjoyed, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye!